Merciful, O Lord, O compassionate to the humble, and grant Nanak the dust of the feet of the holy. Gauri fifth Guru, by whose bounty we wear and eat, how can we be indifferent to him? O Mother, she who neglecting her spouse, engaging herself in other affairs, that soul bride casts away the jewel in exchange of a shell. Forsaking God, she is attached to other desires. But who has gained honors by saluting the slave instead of master? What honor can he get? Man who has food and drinks as delicious as nectar is like a dog. Unknowing of the bestower, he is ungrateful to him who has granted these to him. Nanak says, we are your salt betrayer, ungrateful beings, O Lord, knower of our innermost mind, grant us pardon. Gauri fifth Guru, on Lord's feet I meditate unto him within my mind. For me, this is the cleansing bath at all sacred shrines of pilgrimage. Meditate in remembrance of the Lord every day. O my brother, thus the filth of millions of incarnations shall be removed. Enshrine the Lord's sermon in your heart, and you shall obtain all your heart's desired boons. Redeemed are the life, death, and birth of one within whose heart the auspicious Master abides. Says Nanak, perfect are those humble beings who are blessed with the dust of the feet of the holy. Gauri fifth Guru, he who eats, wears, yet denies the Lord shall be hunted by the messengers of the righteous judge of Dharma. One who is unfaithful to the one who has given them body and soul shall wander lost in millions of incarnations for many lifetimes. Such is the lifestyle of the faithless cynics. Everything they do is evil. That very Lord who created the soul, breath of life, mind and body, he has forgotten that Master. His sins have increased and are penned down on the volumes of paper. Nanak says, by grace of the merciful Lord, the ocean of peace alone he may find liberation. O Supreme Lord, I have come to your sanctuary. Break my bonds and carry me across with the Lord's name. Gauri fifth Guru, for their own reasons and advantage, they make God their friend. But the merciful Lord fulfills all their desires and blesses them the status of salvation. Everyone should make him, the merciful, such a friend from whom no one goes away empty-handed. The merciful Lord removes all the sufferings, pains, and all the diseases from him who has for his own motive enshrined him in his heart. One whose tongue is in the habit of repeating Lord's name, all his objectives are achieved. Numberless times Nanak is sacrificed unto him. Fruitful is the blessed sight of the darshan of my Lord, the support of the universe. Gauri fifth Guru, millions of obstacles are removed in an instant for those who listen to the sermon of the Lord in the company of the holy. He drinks in the sublime essence of the Lord's name, the ambrosial elixir. Meditating on the Lord's feet, his hunger is washed away. The treasure of all happiness, celestial peace, and poise are obtained by those whose hearts are fortunate to be filled with the Lord God. All medicines, spells, and charms are ashes. Enshrine in thy heart the Creator. Cast off your doubts and meditate on the Supreme Lord. Nanak says, eternal and everlasting is this faith. Gauri fifth Guru, the Lord bestowed his divine mercy and led me to meet the Guru. By his power, no malady afflicts me. Remembering the Lord, I cross over the terrifying world ocean. In the century of the spiritual warrior Guru, the records of Yama, the messenger of death, are torn. The true Guru has given me the mantra of God's name. By this support, my affairs have been resolved. By the aid of the gracious Guru, I have obtained merit of meditation, toil, and self-restraint. Guru has dispelled my pride, doubt, worldly love, and attachment. Nanak sees the Supreme Lord God pervading everywhere. Gauri 5th Guru, the blind beggar is better than the vicious king. Overcome by pain, the blind man remembers the Lord's name. For your slave, O Lord, you alone are the greatest honor. The intoxication of Maya drags one to hell. One gripped by disease remembers God's name, but one intoxicated with vice shall find no home, no place of rest. One in love with Lord's lotus feet is not inclined to think of any other comforts. Forever and ever meditate on the Lord Master. Nanak prays, O Lord, the knower of the inner selves of all, grant your union to Nanak. Gauri 5th Guru, the highway robbers day and night were hovering over me. The Lord in His grace has cast them off. Everyone should dwell on the nectarine name of God. The Lord is overflowing with all power. The world ocean is scalding hot. In an instant, God saves us and carries us across. Many are the bonds of man which he cannot snap. By remembering the name of the Lord, the fruit of liberation is attained. By cleverness, nothing is accomplished. Nanak says, O Lord, grant your grace to Nanak that he may sing your glories. Gauri 5th Guru, one who obtains the wealth of the God's name moves free from anxiety in the world and has all his affairs settled. By great good fortune of the Lord's praises are sung. O Supreme Lord God, as you give, so do I receive. Enshrine the Lord's feet within your heart. Get aboard this ship and you shall cross over the terrifying world ocean. Everyone who joins us company of the holy obtains eternal peace. Pain does not ever afflict them. With loving devotion, worship and meditate on the treasure of excellences. Nanak says, thus honor is obtained at the divine portal of the Lord. Gauri 5th Guru, in water, land and sky, God the friend is fully pervasive. Doubts depart by ever singing the Lord's glorious praises. While rising up and while lying down in sleep, the Lord is always with you, watching over you. Remembering Him in meditation, the fear of death departs. With God's lotus feet abiding in the heart, all suffering comes to an end. The one Lord is my hope, honor, power and wealth. Within my mind is support of the true merchant. I am the poorest and most helpless servant of the holy. O Nanak, giving me his hand, the Lord has saved me. Gauri 5th Guru, taking my cleansing bath in the name of the Lord, I have been purified. Its reward surpassed the giving of charity at millions of solar eclipses. With the Lord's feet abiding in the heart, the sin of countless incarnations are removed. Such is the fruit of singing God's praises, of Kirtan, of the Lord's praises in the company of holy, that I no longer have to gaze upon the Lord of death, Yama, on the way of death. O man, in thought, word and deed, seek the sport of the Lord of the universe, and you shall be delivered from the poisonous world ocean. By His grace, the Lord has made me His own. So is Nanak constantly absorbed in the meditation of the Lord. Gauri 5th Guru, seek the sanctuary of those who have come to know the Lord. Your mind and body shall become cool and peaceful, imbued with the feet of the Lord. If God, the destroyer of fear, does not dwell within your mind, you shall spend away countless lives in fear and dread. He, in whose mind God's name is lodged, has all his desires and tasks fulfilled. In whose power lies birth, old age and death, remember that omnipotent Lord with each breath and morsel of food. The one God is my intimate best friend and companion. The name of my master is Nanak's only support. Gauri, 5th Guru, away from home, the saints carefully keep the Lord in their minds. Returning home, they bring the world Lord with them. The divine name of the Lord is ever the companion of His saints. Their minds and bodies are imbued with the love of the omnipresent Lord. By Guru's grace, one crosses over the world ocean and the sins of countless births are all washed away. Through the name of the auspicious Master, honor and divine understanding are acquired. Pure is the teaching of the perfect Guru. On Lord's lotus feet, meditate in your mind. Nanak lives by seeing the Lord's expansive power. Gauri 5th Guru, blessed is this place where the glorious praises of the Lord of the universe are sung. There, God Himself bestows peace and pleasure. Misfortune occurs where the Lord is not remembered in meditation. There are millions of joys where the glorious praises of the Lord are sung. By forgetting the Lord, all sorts of pains and diseases come. Serving God, the messenger of death will not even approach you. Blessed, stable, and sublime is that place where the name of the God alone is chanted. Whithersoever I go, thither my Master is with me. Nanak has met the knower of the hearts. Gauri 5th Guru, that mortal who meditates on the Lord of the universe, whether educated or uneducated, obtains the state of supreme dignity. In the company of the holy, meditate on the Lord of the world. Without the name, wealth and property are false. They alone are handsome, clever and wise, who surrender to the will of the God. Blessed are those coming into this world who recognize their Master in each and every heart. Nanak says, he whose fortune is perfect enshrines God's feet in his heart. Gauri 5th Guru, the Lord's servant does not associate with the faithless cynic. One is addicted to the evil while other is in love with the Lord. Their association would be similar to one getting astride a decorated horse, just like a eunuch trying to make love to a woman.